Welcome to Informational Writing. This is our fourth video together. Today we're going to be discussing how to write an attention-grabbing introduction for your informational book. So let's get started. Please keep in mind the question we're focused on is how can I write an attention-grabbing introduction? So the first thing you want to do is hook your reader. So these are a few ways you can hook your reader. You can start your introduction with a quote, question, or fact, but please make sure your quote and your fact is about your topic. You will also need to give background information. These are the main points, the main things your reader needs to know about your topic. Your main points are going to help you to tell your reader what they're going to be learning about in your book. Be sure to end your introduction with high energy. Don't worry, we're going to go over and study an introduction in depth together. So let's take a look at our Flea map. This is a Flea map. We created one together in video number 3. If you did not do this step, please go back and make sure that you've completed your Flea map before moving forward. Today we're going to be working on your introduction, so please make sure you're working in the right box. You will notice that I modified my Flea map a little bit. This is to help my text fit in my boxes a little bit easier since I'm working on a computer. But you shouldn't have this problem. So your Flea map might look a little bit different than mine, but eventually at the end it will all look the same. So let's take a closer look at my introduction. So I'm going to read my introduction to you and then we're going to analyze it together. Are you looking to write an informational book? Do you want to impress your friends and family with all the cool and unusual facts you know? You are reading the right book. I'm going to teach you how to outline your book using thinking maps. Then I will show you how to put it all together and write your first draft. Finally, the most satisfying part of writing and my favorite, editing, rewriting, and sharing your book with loved ones and the world. If you follow these steps, your book will get exceptional reviews. Now let's get started. So now let's take a closer look at my introduction to see if it did all the things I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So as you can see over here, I started with a question. Are you looking to write an informational book? And usually my reader or whoever picks up this book is looking to write an informational book or looking to get into writing. So most likely their answer to that question will be yes. Then in the section over here in red, I appealed to their interests. Do you want to impress your friends and family with all the cool and unusual facts you know? You are reading the right book. I mean, who wouldn't want to impress their friends and family with all the things they know? So I assure them that they're reading the right book that will help them do this. Next, in the orange, you will see that I'm telling them everything they're going to be learning. I'm going to teach you how to outline your book using thinking maps. Then I will show you how to put it all together and write your first draft. Finally, the most satisfying part of writing, and my favorite, editing, rewriting, and sharing your book with loved ones and the world. So right away from reading those few sentences, they know that they're going to be outlining their book, they're going to be writing their first draft, and they're eventually going to be sharing their book. So these might be the things that they're interested in. So already they might know or be thinking, this is the right book. Or that this book fits the needs of everything that I'm looking for. And finally, in the green, you will see that I ended my introduction with high energy. If you follow these steps, your book will get exceptional reviews, so I reassure them this is the right book for them. Now, let's get started. So I didn't waste any time. I told them I'm getting straight to business. I'm going to tell you how to write your book. So use this as an example of what your introduction could be like. Remember, you can start with a quote or even an interesting fact. I chose to start with a question because I find that to be really engaging for my reader. But the great thing about being an author, you get to make those decisions. Thank you for watching and happy writing. Stay tuned for my next video on writing interesting chapters.